Hey guys, it's Deatonson here. Welcome back to more Splatoon 2. Last time out, and honestly this was quite a while ago, we took on the second stage here of Octo Valley. I keep wanting to call it Canyon, but it's a valley. Took on stage 2, did some work with the splatter shot, and well, now we're moving on to episode 3. I'm moving on to the next stage before our encounter with Whatever's Impact Kettle. So I do know that I kind of am beating around the bush here now because I've already kind of revealed where it was just by heading this direction. So here it is, stage 3. Sunset Octocopter, dash and jump. Let's go. So, this has got quite an... Thanks to me for jumping. Yeah, I was just about to say, this stage is quite unique as it has dash tracks on it. Basically, you just memorize jumps. I'll jump up here, take out all these octocopters, yeah, new enemies here. They're just basically like flying octarians at this point. And one of my favourite things in this game, grind rails. Jump at the very end, do a small trick. And show off your style, I guess. And what you say, Ray, you can actually jump further in squid form than you can when you're in humanoid form. But I believe... Nope, okay, trying to trick me already. I have a feeling that this is where I'm going to miss one of them. So, yeah, back on the ground rail, and on we go. That's just some regular eggs. Watch out with these things. Yeah, don't want to touch them because they will hurt, and like if you touch them, they will break your armor. Speaking of armor, there's some like there. Don't like the fact that box there. I think that's one of the collectibles. It is. That's the Salmonadian? I don't know, but whatever it is, I've been calling it wrong the last 2 episodes. Oh, there's the first collectibles? Lovely kit, yes, thank God. So, take out everything here, including you, thank you. So, checking these boxes, more armor here. What player should really is saying? And if that would, thank you. Let me go away. What's more armor? So this is what the armor set looks like now that it's fully completed. And jump. Trying to give a comment. That's what my job still. I don't think and we've got more of these things. I probably yeah. Yeah, just like I mentioned before in the previous episode, you mash B when you're climbing, you will climb faster. And on to the next part we go. With all of these grind rails. Launch pad straight into a grind rail. Use some new tricks. That's interesting. And even more armor, not like it's really necessary at this point. Stingray! Don't know if we've gone over this in the multiplayer yet. No, we haven't actually, because nothing we've had has been able to get with Stingray. But we might do soon. Good fun. And there goes one of my armor. Splashes, dust to dust. I want to move on. That's for what we need to get to continue onwards. That's Twinkle Octocopters. Yeah, if you take them down, you can get some more of these calamari rings, I think that no one knows. I just want to check the area quickly, just see if I'm not missing where the scroll is at all. Because in truth, I don't fully remember where all of them are. I know that they are hidden, and I know where some of them are. I collected the second scrolls quite quickly early on, but I don't remember where all of them are. And it concerns me because we've got the final checkpoint and I've not found it. I've probably messed it up. That was very bad timing. Don't do what I did there. Yeah, we've missed it. Wait, let's collect our Saprish. And I'll meet you guys when I find the sunken scroll. And turns out where the boss skull is now revealed. Thanks, I just said that. Oh, okay, so... Oh, I see where it is. So, back after the fourth checkpoint, just up this wall here, we're going down like a bush. There's this small platform here. Go around it, jump up here, and that's where your second scroll is. Anyways, I'll meet you back at the end of the level. Alright, there we go. Now I've got the scroll and I got a new time of 1:22. 1:22? 2:22. Dummy. So let's see what this scroll says as we clear stage 3. We're moving! Our night will be moving to a new location soon. Many thanks to our loyal customers and for your support. So I guess that one's more of an advertisement, but either way, I guess we'll see what that has to deal with later. But for now, let's get to our main weapon for this episode. Okay, now we're profile switched. Let's see what our maps for today are. This will depend on what variant I use. Off the hook. Regular battle stages. Oh, make or mark. And hey, 2 new maps. You know me, hit them with the top. With a hot. I can't talk. Yo, Marina, hit him with a hot tip of a stage. Use an expanded umbrella for extra safety when moving across the central area. We haven't gone over umbrellas yet, but we will do soon. Regular battle stages. Not gonna go over that. What time is it? Okay, so the modes have recently just updated. That's interesting. Because I'm just looking at the clock now, and it's 8:10. Yeah, if you want an idea when I'm recording this. I didn't actually see what the other thing was, and we'll deal with that later. And that's all we got for time for. Don't get cooked and stay off the hook. Now I know I said we'd be going over the weapon, but I want to go over one thing first. Oh, by the way, this is Ethan. He's a user of one of the weapons we're going over today. And it's this box here. These are dealing with Amiibo, and you might be wondering why I'm specifically dealing with this in episode 3 and not later on. Well, if I scan this one, look who it is. Agent 4's here, and that's his name now. Luke is his name. Talk about keeping it raw, you're the freshest squid I've ever seen. Bet you can't even carry your team and play, don't you? Well, not with the weapon I'm going to be using. Want to be friends? I feel like I can learn a lot from you. Plus, I could memorize your control settings and gear. Yeah, that's one of the things that these Amiibo can do. They do allow you to control, to store gear and whatnot, but if you do that for me, that'd be great. So once again, I do that. Nice. That's a really weird word. Oh, and a little friendship gift, Tommy. Battle some more and I'll have some other presents for you. So we get the Squidinger mask for that. But that's only one part of the gear. So now I'm officially part of your crew, let's snap a pic. We'll deal with that soon, but just to explain what that was on about in terms of saving gear. You can essentially transfer your gear from your Switch onto... So say you've got your gear on this Switch and then you go and use a friend's platform. I don't know if this is how it works because I'm the only one of my physical friends that has a Switch. But from what I can tell, it allows you to transfer your gear and weapons over. So yeah, you can see all the weapons I'm using. So let's say we give him... This is not going to be his permanent look, but this is just something we're going to do for now. Give him that. First, because he's a rebel. And what trainers do I give him? I'll give him them. And, well, obviously, switch the hairstyle and give him them. And then what we can do is save to Amiibo. So if we scan it onto there, yeah, you'll probably be seeing that screen a bit. So that is now the right and complete. So if I just change the gear, give Ethan his gear back and look, must I add? Style, hair down. Nope, not them. So now, if we return to the Amiibo box and scan it once again, this should be the last time I need to scan it, hopefully. What's going down? Looks like you I still can't talk. You're looking like the Splatmaster out there, champ. Check it. And for saving gear onto the Amiibo, we get the final parts to this gear set. And we get a new song, the Squid Beats. That is something we'll be going over later. But as he said, you can actually take photos with the Amiibo. So let's go through the square. And by the way, that's not Ethan's real hair color. His hair color is actually pink. If you want to know what I mean, head over to my Amino, link in the description. And you can take photos. You can change what they're doing, what position they're in, and whatnot. You can mix and match. And we've got different backdrops here. So, including this one here, where if they're sitting down, you can actually, they'll do different things. And different characters will do different things. So, the boys will do something different to the girls. There are some other things, but I don't want to be spoiling part of the game, so I will be discussing that later on. But for now, let's go over today's weapon, or should we say weapon variants. Just once I enter this tower, because man, I don't realize how long the walkway is. So we're going to be going over the next weapon for today, and honestly this class weapon is one of my least favourites. We have the Splat Charger and the Splatter Scope. They are essentially the same weapon. Splat Chargers are this game's snipers essentially. You do take about a second or two to charge up your weapon before firing a long shot of ink. Splat Chargers do allow you to get a little extra distance compared to the standard unscoped chargers, but between the two variants, there is no difference in damage whether you have the scope or not, or you're getting this distance. In Splatoon 2 compared to Splatoon 1, you can submerge yourself in ink for about 2 seconds to hold your charge before it will dissipate. This is really helpful for essentially being able to move to a vantage point without being seen. The sub for this weapon is the Splat Bomb, helpful for just covering paths or just throwing at your feet. And the special is the Stingray, essentially just one giant laser. This thing does decent damage if you are able to consistently hit your opponent with it. And the great thing as well is that you can actually fire it through walls, and while not firing you can actually see where your opposition is. Although it can be really hard to essentially get a hang of. The first variant of this charger is the Firefin Splat Charger and Firefin Splat Scope. Same stats and whatnot. The sub of this is the Splat Wall, or Splash Wall, sorry. Essentially, it's a ball that you place that lasts about 7 seconds if not being shot at by your opponent. You and your teammates can shoot through it and go through it as you wish, while your opposition will have to spend their ink trying to break it. The special for this is Bomb Launcher, and more specifically, Suction Bomb Launcher. We mentioned suction bombs in the last episode and how helpful they are for covering ink and damage. With this, you can get about 10 to 12 bombs depending on your abilities and whatnot, and how fast you spam that button. Needless to say, this ability is really helpful when trying to capture an area, and unless the opponent has a way to get out or a route or marked, they're going to get splattered. The final variant is the Kenza Charger. Again, same stats and whatnot as the previous two. Its sub is the Sprinkler. This is more a utility sub rather than like the aggressive ones such as Black Bombs and Splash Walls, because these can stick to any surface. They do 20 damage each time a bit of ink hits your opponent, but they can be hung on a ceiling, on a wall, or anywhere. Again, these are more used to actually turf ink rather than anything. And the special is Bowler. Essentially, you encase yourself in a ball and you can just run at your enemies. You can jump onto walls, climb up them. Hitting your opponent does 50 base damage and the explosion does 108. Again, while I don't like charges as much as some other weapons, they are really helpful and can obviously help a team push. Okay, so this is the setup I'm going for. I'm going to be using the Kenza charger, the unscoped version, because I want to be able to see what's happening around me. I don't really have any headgear, which is really well suited for it. One ability I would suggest is Tenacity, so when you have fewer members of your team alive than the opposition, you start getting your special gauge back. As a charger, that is a really helpful ability, and part of the reason why I'm also running 3 subs and 1 main of special saver. The ink saver main is there because I don't have, and ink recovery just means I don't need to be sitting around for as long. Anyway, let's head off into the battles and see what can happen. Because honestly, I hate charges a lot. I cannot use them, literally, to save my Inkling. Ugh. I really don't want to be using this, but I'm going to be going through every weapon. And I've just dropped my controller, just great. If you heard a clud. Well, that didn't take long for us to find a match. And we're going to be starting off at the new Albacore Hotel. Decent weapon range, thank you. Oh, no! It should be an easy win for us, hopefully. You need to remember I have sprinklers, because they are mostly long range, aside from that end zap. It's like, for one time I don't need to use a weapon that's this beneficial for me. Be happy if I can use one splat this game. Because I reckon everyone's going to be splatted the most. Mod that on spawn, and let's get moving again. This is actually a very fun map, I find. Especially for weapons I tend to main, I will be getting onto later. And I have my special builds up now. Now that's what I want to be careful for, because while I am a charger, I don't have as much range as others. But because of the weapon I have, I can just go in and of course they're using stick me! Go on after me! Damn it! Of course they would. How did that end up kill me? I thought it was the Stingray that did. Well, either way, because of their weapon composition being mostly chargers, I'm not going to get the full benefit of my tenacity. I mean, it's helping now because they have 1 down in relation to me. And one tip I can give for chargers, even if I'm not that good at them, try and charge behind objects or out of sight before ducking into your ink from firing. As that means your laser sights not very easily see just what I need. Where are they? I can see the sprinkler, I know that much. They've got ink armor, I'm concerned about that one. I really don't like being... No! I don't like that at all. I've got my special up now. Let's go! Well, I just ran one... That's a first. I've just ran one over. I want to... Where did they go? Where did that end up go? Oh wow, I actually got someone the way you're meant to use charges. That's it. I really. No, damn it! I saw literally as I was trying to take out the other one that was at me. It's still our advantage. Our thing is still larger than our icons are still much larger than theirs. Although I wouldn't say much larger, but they are larger. I'm more surprised how that's the case, let me be honest. Because, well, stuff like that's happening. I haven't pulled up my map once for this. That's a grenade. Oh, sorry, not a grenade, splat bomb. But that's the game. And I think that's ours. We have a good control percent. That's closer than I thought. Those icons do not give a man. I'm amazed we haven't lost both games by winning this one. So 2 splats, 2 specials, not bad. Because I mean, I can't use. How did I outperform that end? Zap? Because honestly, that thing's really good at covering ground. Ugh. Well, anyways, I'll meet you when we get to the next game. And looks like it's gonna be a hold on. Well done, you Albuquerque Hotel. You are the first to officially come up more than once. Not including whatever it's called, so shipyard. Well, I'll see you guys when I can actually get to the map we need to do, or if anything interesting happens. That was a close one. We have it only took one more. It only took that match at the hotel to actually get it. And we have 2 chargers, just great. And they have an E-leader, just wonderful. So this is going to be a fun game. Not like I don't want to use the chargers anyways. I'm going to stop now, right? It's just not... It's not that I don't like him, it's just that it doesn't fit how I tend to like playing... How I play the game, typically. I just don't think it suits me that well, that's all. And... what do we have with that thing from? Well, whatever it was, it's dead. I'm turning this up so I can die myself. There was someone there. I don't know where they went. Oh, there they are, there they are, there they are. What's that, that's the splat wing. I'm moving out the way. Well, till we get some good charges. Coming up here. Yeah, you see what I mean in terms of it just not being my kind of play style. I just don't like sitting back. Ah! Wait, dualies for up. No, I had a thing with those dualies where I couldn't actually get them once. And every time I came up against them, they had me pretty much. I couldn't get them once. So yeah, this is what I mean by just not feeling that good with chargers. Now don't get me wrong, they're a great weapon, and if you can use them well, then damn it! Of course it has to be the dualies. What was I saying? Oh yeah. No, just because I'm not good at the weapon doesn't mean it's terrible overall. If you can be really good with weapons, then honestly they are a pain to play against. But when you got someone like me who can't play them, good boy, that's some easy splats for you like that. And I've got this person trying to aim at me. Oh, I can't see their base. I see them there. If we go slow enough. No, come on! I activated my baller. You can see it in the corner. Well, you could have. Oh well, thank God I have special saver. This means I don't lose as much of it when I go down. Because, like I said, I am. Okay, so that's why I was being calm and dynamite. You're there again! I'm moving. Goodbye. Nice moving. Ah, there's the E-leader again. No! What was that? The Splatling. That's actually pretty close. I think they've taken it though. Yeah, they had it. Wonder what the weapon I don't use. In fact, I'm actually glad I got the first win anyways. Didn't splat anyone, but got my special 5 times. Wow, that's a lot. Oh yeah, and this is something. Once you use gear enough, you will get your sub abilities. For those of you wondering how you got them. Not likely, because most people who watch this game watching me do this in another game anyways. But now you know. Well, that's it for today. Well, that's everything covered. We took out the 3rd stage of the Octo Canyon. We tried to use charges. We flattened someone with a baller. That's probably the best achievement of my multiplayer matches. And next time, we'll be taking on the boss of stage 1. And, well, moving on to what is inevitably next for us. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Squid out.
I've got a question, if you'd hear me out. In your defense, you never had a chance. And so tell me straight, I won't go, this is our time.